welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a try on and first impression of a new makeup brand, and basically today I'll be trying on their new eyeshadow palettes. So without further ado, let's just get started on the makeup straight away. Okay, as you guys probably can tell, I already done the rest of my makeup, my foundation, my contour, highlight, and also my eyebrows. So right now we are going to get started onto the eye makeup straight away. And for this brand that I'm reviewing today, first of all, the packaging is really gorgeous, very stunning. And second of all, the colors are all very gorgeous and very pretty. So what exactly is this brand that has been raging all over social media recently? Which is this one. Yeah, so this is the brand called Zeesea. If I'm not wrong, this should be a brand from China. And recently they have collaborated with the British Museum and came out with a series of all these gorgeous eyeshadow palettes. They are all inspired by the Asian, Egyptian kind of design. So as you guys probably can tell from the packaging, the design are all very Egyptian kind of feel, kind of design. Yeah, so basically I have three palettes over here, but they do have a lot of other shades and palettes that you guys can probably take a look. So for me, I have the shade number 1, number 2, and number 3 over here. Yeah, so these are the three very pretty and very stunning eyeshadow palettes. Okay, I'll probably open up one and show you guys the real packaging, how it looks like. Okay, so this is the packaging of the eyeshadow palette. So basically one eyeshadow palette, they have 16 shades, and this is in the shade number 3. I'm not exactly sure what is the English name. Do they have an English name for it? Prints and words are all Chinese. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of Channel 8 over here. So basically this is the 埃及底比斯古埃及第20王朝. So basically they have the information of the print on the eyeshadow palette over here. Where does it get inspired from, and also the era of this print. Yeah, so basically I believe this is the 20th century Asian Egyptian print or painting. Yeah, basically that's all the information that I have over here. Is all written in Chinese. First of all, I have to say the packaging is really very pretty, very gorgeous. Like right now I'm holding it in my hand. The quality of the casing is really good, and second of all, the print on the cover in front is really very pretty. I know you guys probably can't really tell much on the screen from the camera, but it's a little bit like kind of a 3D embossed print onto the casing front cover. So when you open up, they have like a huge mirror here, which I have not tear away the plastic film. And also second of all, this plastic film that they have inside is also printed with the exact same design onto the on the cover itself. I mean, honestly, which other makeup brands will actually do this on a plastic film? And right now I'm going to show you guys the colors inside the palette. This is really very stunning and a very gorgeous palette. This is how the colors looks like. Yeah, this is again in the shade number 3. Yeah, so basically it's a palette that consists of matte, shimmer, and glitter texture, and I absolutely love this shade over here. I'm not sure if you guys can tell from the screen, but they do have like little glitter stars inside the colors, so you can actually use it to decorate your eye makeup. Yeah, so basically this palette shade number 3, it consists mainly of like a peachy, pink, brown kind of color, so you can actually create many different kind of looks with this. Next is the shade number 2, and this is how the packaging looks like. Yeah, and the inspiration for this print, okay, I'm going to read it in Chinese again, I'm so sorry. This is called 圣甲虫古埃及第26王朝公元前600年之后. Okay, so basically what it means is that this painting from the 26th century of Asian Egyptian. Yeah, so basically that's all the information that I have written over here. So again, same thing, they imprinted this design onto the plastic film. And this is how the color for this shade number 2 looks like. So again, it also consists of matte shades, shimmer, and some glitter texture. And for this palette, it's actually mainly more like a pinkish, purplish kind of a palette. So if you are into very pink and very purple kind of colors, I think this palette might be the one for you. Yeah, so this is the palette number 2. Okay, last but not least, I have the palette number 1 over here. Yeah, so this is the box. Oh, by the way, each of their palette comes with this little leaflet inside. So basically, it just tells you what are the ingredients and usage and everything. So they have both English and Chinese front and back. Yeah. Okay, so this is the palette number 1. Very pretty and stunning design of this Anderson cat. I believe this is called Anderson cat. Let me check. Okay, I'm not exactly sure how to describe this information to you guys. Yeah, but basically this is called the Anderson cat. So it's also in this very gorgeous embossed 3D print in front of the palette itself. Okay, same thing. They have this on the plastic film. And this is how the colors for the palette number 1 looks like. Yeah, very pretty and very stunning, gorgeous colors. So again, they consist of matte, shimmer, and glitter shades. And I'm actually loving this very shimmer and glittery gold color over here. I have not tried or swatched any of these palettes yet, but I might do a full color swatch probably at the end of this video, or if not, I'll probably take a photo of all these color swatch and I will upload onto my Instagram. Yeah, so basically I have 3 of this eyeshadow palettes over here, and for today I'm probably going to do 2 different looks. However, I haven't decided really which palette to use. But then now that I'm looking at all the colors inside, I'm probably going to go for shade number 3 and number 1. Yeah, so without further ado, let's just get started onto the eye makeup straight away. Okay, so I've already done the rest of my makeup. I have also prepped my eyes with some eyeshadow primer. I'm using the Urban Decay one. Yeah, so, and also I forgot to mention earlier, I received 3 eyeshadow brushes. I believe it's because I have ordered 3 palettes. So basically, I think it's 1 brush for 1 palette each. So the eyeshadow brush is just a very plain black color kind of a normal eyeshadow brush. Okay, so for the first look, I'm going to go with the palette number 3. Okay, I'm just going to use the free eyeshadow brush. I want to go for a very pink, peachy kind of makeup for the first look. So first of all, I'm going to go in with this shade over here, and I'm just going to use this as a base color and apply all over my eyelid. This eyeshadow brush is really soft. I think it's a good brush for blending out the colors. Okay, so that's the first base color done. Oh, the texture is really very smooth. Yeah, so this is the matte shade. Okay, probably let me just swatch a few colors right now so that you guys can probably see the colors and the texture. Okay, so basically the texture for the colors over here, they are all very smooth. You don't feel any kind of chalkiness or any kind of roughness on the powder itself. Okay, let me swatch this shade over here with all the glitter stars. Okay, so I got the glitter stars onto my fingers right now. Let me just do like a simple swatch. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I don't know if you guys can tell, but oh my gosh, this glitter shade with all the glitter stars is really very pretty, very stunning. Okay, and then the shade. Okay, so this is more like a shimmer shade. And then this one over here is more like a pink shade with glitters. And then this is like a gold color shade. So basically this is how some of the colors looks like. I didn't really use a lot of force when I was swatching it, so I believe the colors are quite okay. It's not exactly very high pigment based on the swatch that I have over here, but we shall try it onto the eyes and we will see how it goes. Okay, so right now I've already done the base color, and next, okay, I'm going to go for this shade over here. Yeah, this is more like a pinkish reddish kind of color with some shimmer inside, and just going to apply at the back of my eye area. Very reddish in the palette, but when you apply onto the eyes, it's turning out more to be like a pink shade kind of color, but the shimmer is really very pretty. So far the texture of the powder is quite okay. It's quite easy to blend out. Yeah, okay, so this is the second shade done, and I'm also going to do it on my lower eye area. I'm going to go for this shade over here. It's a very shimmery pink color kind of shade, and I'm just going to use my finger and just tap it in the center of my eye area. Oh wow, the shimmers are absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Okay, I know you guys cannot tell from the screen at all, but based on what I see in the mirror, the shimmers are really very pretty. It's also very easy to blend out. The shimmer texture is very fine, and I think it's actually best applied with your fingers for this kind of a shimmery kind of a shade, because I don't think a brush can adhere the shimmer quite well. So I think fingers is actually the fastest and the easiest way to get the glitters and shimmers on. Oh my gosh, the shimmer is really very pretty. They just kind of up the whole eye makeup to another level. So if you are a lover of shimmers and glitters, this palette is definitely a keeper. The shimmer shade so far I think is really very pretty, very stunning. And so far the texture is all working well and all working fine. Okay, next I'm going to go for this shade at the corner over here, and I'm going to use it to highlight my under eye area. So I think basically this is something how the first look will look like. Very pink, peachy, bright peachy kind of eye makeup, and I think I want to try something slightly different and quite adventurous today. I want to try this glittery star shade over here, which I think is really very pretty, but I'm not exactly sure what is the best way to apply it. Okay, maybe I should use like a smaller brush. Okay, maybe I use a smaller brush and see whether I can get the star glitter up. Okay, I think I managed to get one star onto the brush. Let me try and apply, see whether does it stick on. So maybe I'll just do it here. Okay, I managed to get the little star on. I don't know if you guys can tell, probably just a very tiny dot from the screen. So I'm going to add more shimmer. The texture for this particular glitter star shade is actually quite loose. It's unlike from the rest of the colors in the palette, so if you want to use this shade, you got to be slightly more careful. Yeah, so I managed to get another star on. Let me see if I can get this on. Okay, I know you guys probably can't tell much from the screen, but so far I think it's quite okay. The stars are not dropping. The glitters are actually adhering quite well onto my skin. Okay, maybe let me try, see whether fingers would it work better instead of a brush. And by the way, this is the only shade in the palette that feels kind of rough and chalky. It's most likely due to the glitters and shimmers inside. Yeah, I think a fingers works better than a brush. So I managed to get another star onto the face area. I'm probably going to do just one side of the eyes because I think it would be quite funny and weird with two sides. I don't know, but yeah, basically I just want to try this and see how it works on the skin with foundation on. Okay, I think I managed to get quite a lot of glitters and stars onto this side. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, probably not, but so far it's looking very pretty and very shimmery in the mirror. Yeah, so far it's actually adhering quite well. I don't need any glitter glue or anything like that. Yeah, probably I'll set it with some makeup spray later on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly do my eyeliner and also my eyelash, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I already done my eyeliner and also put on my false lashes and also completed my blusher and my lip color as well. And so far, actually, I'm really liking this look. First of all, the eyeshadow colors, very pretty, very gorgeous. The shimmer shades, absolutely perfect, very pretty. And second of all, this stars, glitters over here, they are really sticking on quite well to my face. I simply just paste them onto my face with my fingers, and then I set my entire face with some makeup spray, and it's actually adhering quite well onto my skin for now. Yeah, so yeah, okay, so this is the first look. Very peachy, glittery and shimmer kind of look. And now we are going to move on to the second look. Okay, so I already removed my makeup from the first look, but I've kept my eyelashes on and also removed the rest of the makeup. And now for the second look, I'm going to use the palette number 1, which is the Anderson Cat palette. Quite a colorful palette, I would say, but it still consists of quite a few natural colors like this kind of earthy brown matte shades. They also have a lot of shimmer shades over here, and also they have this quite a few colorful shades over here. Basically these 3 colors, orange, green and yellow, which I think I'm going to challenge myself today. I think those of you who have followed me for quite a long time would know that I hardly try out any colorful eyeshadows before. Okay, first of all, I'm going to use a fluffy brush, and I'm going to get a little bit of this matte orange shade over here, and I'm going to put this in my crease and try to use it as a transition shade. For the second shade, I'm going to use a slightly smaller brush, and I'm going to go straight for this bright yellow color, and I'm also going to put this in my crease and try to blend together with the orange shade. Changing to another brush, I'm going to go straight for this matte green shade over here. Oh, it does have some flyaway powder, so make sure you tap off the excess before you apply onto your eyes. And I'm just going to apply this at the end of my eye area and blend inwards. Okay, this is not as pigmented as I thought, or maybe it's because I tap off some of the excess. Yeah, so I'm going to layer on a little bit more. So this is the green color shade done. Using the fluffy brush, I'm going to blend the shades all together and soften the edge. Okay, so this is how the 3 colors looks like when they are combined together. I know it's not very obvious from the screen, but from the mirror, it's actually looking very pretty, very obvious. The colors are all very pigmented. The green shade is absolutely stunning. It's very gorgeous, and it works well together so perfectly with the yellow and the orange shade. Okay, so next I'm probably going to go in with this color, this one over here, and I'm just going to use a little bit and apply somewhere at the center towards the front of the upper eye area. So I'm going to use a very small brush, something like this. I'm just going to use a little bit. and apply this at the center front area. Looking quite okay. It's working quite well together with the green shade. This is how the gold color shade looks like. It's not very shimmery or very glitter, but I would say that it's the subtle kind of shimmer. So unlike the palette earlier on with the star glitters and everything, this one is actually much more subtle. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the under eye area, and for the under eye, I'm going to go in with this orange shade. I'm going to deepen it up with the green shade. So applying a little bit at the back. Next, I'm going to use a smaller brush, and I'm going to go for this shimmery light green shade over here, and I'm going to use this as my inner corner highlight and also my under eye area highlight. Wow, the shimmer is really very pretty. It's a very shimmery kind of green color, so you can actually use this as your inner corner highlight, and also you can mix it with any of the colors in here. Okay, lastly, I'm going to use a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this white shimmer shade over here and use it as my brow bone highlight. Whoa, the shimmer for this white shade is absolutely stunning. It's very pretty. So actually a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to use a lot, just a little bit, and the shimmer is actually very obvious. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but you see this brow bone over here is already looking very shimmer and very highlighted. Okay, so I think this second look is now completed. I'm going to quickly go touch up my eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I already completed my entire eye makeup. So I did a little bit kind of like a cat eye, foxy eye makeup kind of eyeliner to go with this dramatic eye color shade. So right now I'm going to go in with a blusher, and for blusher I'm going to use this Elizabeth Arden cheek tint, and I just got this recently, so I haven't really used it yet. So today is also like a first impression of this one. Yeah, so I'm using the shade Coral Daze 01, and I also have the shade 02 called Pink Perfection, but I think a coral shade might goes better with this eye makeup look today. So I'm going to use this 01. Okay, so this is how the packaging looks like. Yeah, it's looking more like a pink color kind of shade rather than coral shade. So let's just give this a try. Yeah, so they have this little sticker paper stuck inside. It's actually looking quite liquidy in the pot itself. Yeah, so I'm not sure whether is that the natural texture or is this like has been sold for quite some time, and the shade is actually looking quite pink rather than coral. Okay, so the texture is a little bit kind of like a gel mousse kind of texture. Okay, let me do like a simple swatch here first. Okay, so this is how the shade looks like. You can actually spread on a thin layer first, and then after that you can just add on the color, I suppose. Yeah, this is how the color looks like. It's actually looking quite sheer. Okay, I'm going to just try this on my cheeks. Actually, I already have some powder on, but I think I'll just build over it. So I'm just going to use my finger. Okay, this is looking very sheer, and I don't know, it's feeling kind of weird in terms of the texture. I don't think you guys can tell from the screen, but There's actually like a very light tint of pink on my face right now. It's not so much of a coral shade actually. It's more towards the pink kind of a color. Let me see if I can slowly build up the intensity. So I'm just going to dab a little bit more. Okay, I know from the screen you guys cannot tell at all, but from the mirror there is a light, very sheer light tint of pink, which I feel that it doesn't really goes well with the eye makeup, but nevertheless I'm going to still complete the other side as well. Okay, I don't think the Elizabeth Arden cheek tint is looking very well on my skin right now, especially together with this eye makeup. So I'm going to go in with this 05 Nude Pop blusher from Clinique. It's basically like a very light nude color, and I'm just going to go on top of the blusher I applied. For the lip color, I'm going to go in with a very light and nude color because I think we have quite a heavy eye makeup going on here. So I'm just going to use this nude color from Chifure, a Japanese brand. Okay, so the second look is now finally completed. So far, I'm really liking this makeup look. I never thought for once that I'll be able to carry out such a colorful and dramatic eye makeup. Definitely not something for everyday wear, but however, if you are a person who loves colorful eye colors, you love dramatic eye makeup, eyeliners, I think this look is definitely worth a try together with the Zeesea palette. Okay, so now the final verdict on this Zeesea eyeshadow palettes. First of all, I really love all the colors inside the three palettes itself. I feel that the colors are all very versatile. They have very natural brown earthy shades. You can use them for daily wear, and also they have colorful shades like this, which is the one from the Anderson cat. You can simply just play around with all the colors and come up with different eye makeup looks. Yeah, and also the packaging are all very pretty, very gorgeous. And I feel that if you love limited edition makeup products like me myself, I think these palettes are definitely a keeper. They are very worth to get it, and the pricing wise is not very expensive. I would say that the pricing range is quite I wouldn't say cheap, but I would say that they are actually quite affordable. Yeah, so you can actually get them from their official store in Shopee, or you can actually go and Google and look for their official website. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video with the review and try on of all these Zeesea eyeshadow palettes. Thank you so much for watching once again. Do subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!